Hello everybody, Shadow Wolf here, coming to you live with our very first episode of Final Fantasy XVI. I played this game a little bit already, and I gotta tell you, I am absolutely in love with this game. I originally played the demo, which is about a few chapters long. Get a good glimpse of the beginning of the game, and let me tell you, that demo just had me sold. So basically, next opportunity I had, I basically got my hands on this game, and I gotta tell you, it hasn't been disappointing. It's been absolutely worth the money, in my opinion. So if you guys have a PlayStation 5, you're looking for a new game to get a hold of while you're waiting for the new Spider-Man game to come out, this is definitely the game for you. Give me a second while I get my second screen going, or should I say my massive screen going. Alright, here we go. So I got that all configured. Yeah, I got my whole setup all different now. So I got my big ass TV right here so I can read all your comments, as well as my monitor right here, my PC, and all that stuff all connected together. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into Final Fantasy XVI. We're going to be starting a new game. Basically all these settings are pretty good. Story focused, action focused. Yeah, I'll definitely do action focused. That's what I was doing before. Again, starting equipment. Simplify gameplay. Yeah, I'll start with the action focused. There was one thing I did want to switch on. I think I do that in the main actual game settings.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals. And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Like, this is how they fucking start the game.
it'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Alright, so there's a lot of backstory behind everything. They are gonna get into it at some point. Oh, I forgot about how slow this is to begin with.
We don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
Time to move.
We're just in time.
This is like basically Game of Thrones meets Final Fantasy. But with a major twist.
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
Why this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Through the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And
That dude
I
is
doubt the Crusaders
massive.
will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
He's like the mountain in Game of Thrones.
Which just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Ironblood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
You cock.
Benedicta.
It's getting hot and heavy in here.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Yeah. Chaos will conceal us. My only complaint is that I wish they had an actual run button, so you can like sprint whenever you wanted to. But other than that, I mean, it's not like it's a huge, massive game where you need to be running around constantly. But there are some pretty open areas, I will say that, but definitely takes a little bit more time to progress through to it.
Take the van.
Like for the first,
Wait.
maybe like hour and a half, it's
Something's
very
not right.
linear.
Titan. So the Dalmex finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Look at that!
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
Battle of the Icons. Not the chocobos. It's like a dude the size of Godzilla.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Yeah, here's the chaos I remember.
Anytime, Wyvern.
Let me climb.
You're just gonna stand there?
Wyvern! Wyvern!
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
I gotta say, that is such an epic way for them to start the game. I mean, first, the icon fight between the Phoenix and the demon there, and then coming into the fight between the icon, the Titan, and Shiva. Like, I don't know, that was just so badass. Here we are, 13 summers earlier.
Do you yield? Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Torgal.
Two arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
So this is basically a tutorial to teach you how to play the game. Which I could do without this part now, but it's revisit combat training. So it does give you an option. No. You beat me. That was pretty disappointing. I should have just done the turning. Oh, this is another cool feature. If you pause the game, there's active time lore. So, like, if you're watching a movie that has, like, that kind of feature, it's essentially the same thing. So, as you're playing through the game, you can pause it and access certain things. Like, figure out who he is, who Rodney Murdoch is, as well as where I am. I'm not reading through this, just giving you guys a chance to glance at it, pause it at your leisure, read it. But I think this is a pretty cool feature, and a lot more games should have something like this nowadays, because it's definitely cool to know some background information as you're playing the game. If you're, like, lost on what you're supposed to be doing. But I didn't win that fair and square, so it's alright. We'll get to the combat soon enough.
That was a display worthy of your father.
It would have been nice to show you guys how the combat works, though.
Shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise, including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Some good tea.
Joshua, I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
See, he reminds me of Hugo from Plague Tale.
Please, this is no place for
It might even be the same voice
I would
actor.
gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
So, in this Game of Thrones story, Clive is basically Jon Snow.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Clive is a very well constructed character. It's very interesting to see his journey throughout the story as he expands, coming from, you know, what proceeds from 13 years prior, 15? I don't know. becomes Lord Rossfield. Yeah, I could pause it and be like, oh, who is this guy? Oh, it doesn't tell me yet. Sorry to interrupt.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust?
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
He'll make a fine hound one day.
Yes, he will.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
To me, he's a combination of Robert Baratheon and Ned Stark.
Torgal.
His father is definitely quite a badass. So is Torgal. Look at him, about to slay a mighty butterfly.
Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Alright, now we can finally run around freely. Finding my way.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
All right. Let's get this.
Finding items. Potion, cool. This part is interesting.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow down, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
A little bit of interesting dialogue there. You'll get a little bit more of a backstory about what's going on with those guys.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
I'm having my bearer filled with well, my lord. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
Cool. Well, don't work him too hard. You know, I never really got a good look at it from here, but this is Summerfell. Instead of Winterfell, it's Summerfell. Like, if Winterfell was based somewhere where it was nice and warm, this is where it would be. This is what it would look like. Oh, hey, Jill, you still following me? Look at this place. This is pretty cool.
Wheat harvest's down again, apparently.
Whoa, hey.
War ends up dragging on, we'll starve.
Best fill our bellies while we can, then, eh?
I didn't know you could do that. They get little interesting dialogue throughout playing the game. Kind of reminds me of The Witcher, along with the combat of
Isn't it?
Dante's Inferno.
There's
Or,
Joshua.
not necessarily Dante's Inferno, but like what's another one I'm trying to think of? Devil May Cry, Near Automata. There's another one I saw that was definitely a pretty good, like, example, I'd say. But definitely has a combination of a lot of different games put together. Like, I definitely feel like a Witcher vibe. I feel like the combat of, like, Nier Automata or Devil May Cry. Like, very fast-paced, very flashy, very cool looking. But the way that it plays is very enjoyable, if you ask me.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
So, Joshua is the Phoenix. He is a, what you call it? Why can't I remember the name of him? But he can summon an icon, which, Dominant. He's a Dominant. And he can summon an icon named the Phoenix. And basically it's within their bloodline that the Phoenix will be reborn and pass on to them. But basically, each kingdom has their own icon. Like, we have the one of fire, another kingdom has one of ice, earth, wind. I think there's a couple more, lightning, and a few other ones, but yeah, it's pretty cool how they have something like that, kind of like the Last Airbender Avatar, where there's the 4 nations, but a couple different nations with different things, but it's more the icons that really fight for the kingdom when shit gets bad. They're basically like a nuclear deterrent. Apparently she don't want to speak to me. And let me tell you, they are destruction of another level. Like, if you're bringing them into battle, it's a last-ditch effort. This is kind of funny, because there's no need for that in the game at all. It just makes it more tedious to do stuff. Bye, Torgal.
Good luck.
Bye. Bye, Jill. Keep my puppy safe.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace.
How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
I will be back.
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom?
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Almost perfect timing.
We drove the Iron Blood from our shores once before, but their patriarch still dreams of spreading his message to Storm. And when the Crusaders march, they move a damn sight quicker than the Blight ever did.
So we recapture the Mother Crystal, end their ambitions, and secure the duchy.
Only the light of the Phoenix can guide us through these dark days. But that does not mean I'm happy asking this of Joshua. Look after him, won't you?
Even if it costs me my life.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
He's even got the look of Ned Stark in a way. If he took one of those similar faces and swapped it a bunch of times,
I'm trusting in you to keep your
yeah,
promise.
I can see it.
This war we mean to wage. It isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And I you, Clive. May your blade strike true.
Alright, so we've been given a mission. It's time we gotta go upstairs and go to sleep, I guess, or something. Retire to my chamber. A really nice place we live in.
No messages, my lord.
I even have my own personal letter guard. Elwyn.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start.
She seems very cold-hearted.
This is it, then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you. There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Rise and shine. Chocobo.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck!
Look at that armored chocobo. That is so badass.
We ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs. Open the gates.
If chocobos are real, I guarantee you they would exist in Australia.
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
Yeah, we gotta walk there.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly.
Counting on it.
Horsemen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
We don't want to be too easy.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then.
This 15-year-old's in charge of these mid-20s, 30-year-olds. Alright, so, yeah, the game isn't necessarily open world, but there are sections of open world in the game, so it kind of works out. Almost like Final Fantasy X, if any of you have ever played that one. But basically, like, you'd be able to use the airship at one point and go between all different locations. Basically the same concept. The more locations you unlock, the more you can go to different places. Like, side missions and stuff open up at one point. And then a lot other things that you can do. I'm not going to spoil it, because I haven't gotten to that point in my other file. Or maybe I have. I can't remember. So Tyler and Sir Wade as master companies.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports place them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Even his younger self's pretty badass. I wish I was that cool at 15.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
Instead, I had awkward hair, glasses, and acne.
They've all fled from the Blight. It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here. The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
This game certainly has that classic Final Fantasy music feel to it. Like, playing the game almost feels like I'm running through certain areas of Final Fantasy X. I'm just like... It brings back a lot of memories. Playing against certain enemies and stuff. Especially seeing some reuse enemies from other games. It's actually really cool to see them. Like, I'm pretty sure these were enemies in Final Fantasy IX, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, though. Oh, I was talking too loud.
With me.
And, most of the older Final Fantasy games are all turn-based up until, like, I think it might have been 13 that changed the formula. But this has definitely been the mastered version of that formula put into place. So, without further ado, let's explore some of the combat in this game. Yeah.
Goblins. So the reports are true.
Rising Flame too.
Maybe more ahead.
So basically you get your regular attack. You can hold it to charge it when you get a certain ability. And then magic. And there's also these charged up abilities that you get, such as Rising Flame, which I'll show you real quick. Now, each one of these has a cooldown, as you see. Kind of like the God of War 2018, where Kratos would have a couple different abilities that he'd be able to use. Pretty sure there was like 4 different ones. There's one where it was like R1, R2, and then circle while you were holding down L1 or something like that. So you get different abilities as you go throughout the game, unlocking more. I don't think I can really access much at the moment. These are my attributes. My gear and icons, which I don't have anything really. I'll get some more eventually. This is what I wanted to show you, the abilities. So I don't really have that much at the moment, but you can charge your magic, do a stomp, swift recovery when you're evading, you can taunt, burning blade, well that's pretty nice, doing a charge attack, down thrust attack, and the lunge attack. And then kind of upgrade some of these other things. There's the Rising Flame, Phoenix Shift, which I have, and then these 3 I get a little bit later. And there's a few more other things that you get, so it's a little bit like God of War in a sense. Upgrading like different abilities and your different trees that you get. So I think that's pretty cool how they simplified the gear and upgrading everything. Because I remember in Final Fantasy X, it was a very complex system, as well as some of the other ones. But I mean, I kind of liked it. It was enjoyable, but still, very time-consuming. Whereas this, like, you can actually reset your skills if you want to put your points into another one, and you get all your skill points back. So you can kind of play around with whatever you have when you get to that point. So a lot of different options as far as doing stuff. I mean, not as creative as like Final Fantasy X, which I keep comparing that to, because that's the main one that I actually finished. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 9, 13 a little bit. I have 15 downloaded, but I haven't played it yet. And there's a few other ones. I think I might have played one of the old school Nintendo ones way back in the day, but I didn't finish it. But I have all the other ones in my library, so maybe at some point I will purchase them and, you know, do a whole Final Fantasy stream of stuff. Because this being as good as it is, it would definitely be cool to go back and experience the other games and how far this game has come from that. Getting a little tickle in my throat. I don't have the one setting on that I definitely want to put on. Alright, hold on. Let's switch that over real quick. Yes. And you can save your game, all that other stuff. Yeah, I'm using the Type B controller layout because this one feels a lot more like a God of War. So, I don't know. This is what I'm going for. Other than the lock-on button, which I wish you could change it, but it's alright. I can live with it. But what was I going for? No. There's one setting where it would like automatically shift the camera to the next target follow. There we go. That's what I want. So it'll keep me in combat without having to be looking around the whole time to see where the next target is. It'll just automatically shift the camera to the next target. So I know sometimes, like, I'd be trying to attack a target, I can't see it, like, it'll be over here, and then my camera won't be in the position where I want to see. But yeah, Final Fantasy X was an incredible story. I loved Final Fantasy X growing up. Like, the cinematics for that game... Oh, I went backwards. The cinematics for that game on the PS2 were beautiful, and then they remastered it on the PlayStation 3, which I played it on that. It's still pretty good. So, I don't know. I think it would still hold up to this day if I decide to do a stream of it. It's not a massively difficult Final Fantasy. I remember 9 being a lot more difficult. I think I got to the second disc, maybe even the third on the original PlayStation. And yeah, there were multiple discs way back then. Like, was it Metal Gear Solid had 2 discs. Final Fantasy 9 had 4 discs. And there's a couple other ones that I had multiple discs too, but I can't really remember them off the top of my head. But either way, from what I remember about Final Fantasy 9, it was a pretty good game too. I mean, like, the graphics back then definitely aren't as good as they are now, but for the story, the gameplay, I mean, it's still fun and enjoyable if you can get into it. Like, us growing up back then, playing those games, it was such a treat having, like, a fresh experience like that. People just, you'd be wandering around, all of a sudden you just get into a fight, and then it'd be a turn-based system. I mean, Final Fantasy IX was a little bit different. You had, like, a timed turn-based, kind of like you do in one of the other ones that you play. But basically, like, enemies would be able to attack before you could attack because their time cooldown would finish before yours, so you'd have to be very careful about who you decide to attack before their cooldown ended, while yours was... it was a little bit more complicated than playing on 10, but 10 was definitely very cool, play with the summons and all that stuff. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is the next big area I go to.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number of spells.
Oh yeah, I should probably take care of him. Ow. Oh, no, other guy. Okay. I'm trying to get that guy. The Weaver. There we go. Boom, bitch. Keep focusing on the wrong target. Alright, good job, guys. Very, very helpful. Where do we get from here? But yeah, I'd like to go back and explore all the other Final Fantasies at some point. Even the more recent ones. I know they did a remake of 7 too, not too long ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 7. I believe the main character was Cloud or something like that.
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
Might not. Pretty sure it is. Whoa. You done fucked up now.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it.
What do you mean? Just kill them. That's what you're here to do, right?
He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd?
As if you have to ask.
Get rid of the Weaver. What else you got?
And there was one.
Shit! He's invited a friend!
Alright, this is more like it.
Here it comes.
Formidable foe. Ha! Ah!
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another. Don't have to tell me twice.
I was pressing the button. Why didn't it move?
This should help. Not quite.
There we go. Partial stagger. Damn it. And stop my combo in time. There we go. There we go. Will you let me attack him? Oh, shit. Sorry, you got too close. What do you want from me? Nice, nice. Give me everything you got, boys. That's some good stagger damage. Nice! He didn't even get a chance to finish. I'm like, oh, he's got like barely any health. Maybe leveled up. Nice, nice. Then we still gotta kill the other thing. The goblin leader. I know why he wasn't the leader.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before he summons the rest.
Let's see, I don't really have that many skill points, so I don't think I can really level anything up. Yeah, I can't use my magic.
Damn it!
What a cheap bastard. So go over it. Pew pew! Pew 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 pew! Not very accurate. Hmm. 3 on 1. You're fucked. You don't stand a chance.
What's in there?
He really don't stand a chance.
Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
Oh.
That reeks! I said stay away from its mouth!
I did! Staggered.
Where's it going?
Your guess is as good as mine.
There it is.
No! Before it recovers!
Nope. Oh, he got me. Partial stagger. By the time I get him staggered, my bar should be cooled down enough. There we go. Nice, nice.
be gone for long.
This again.
Cannot fall here. Now for the final push, my lord.
I should have expected that. Oh shit.
I think we made it angry. I'd rather we made it die.
We're so close. Oh, I walked right into that one. About to stagger it. Nope, apparently I didn't. Oh shit! He almost got me there. Come on, guys, finish him off. That was pretty satisfying. So at this point, we'd still be in the demo. But those things are so cool. I loved fighting them in Final Fantasy X. Aside from the bad breath, sometimes they'd kill my entire party. But it'd still be fun to fight them because of how difficult they were.
Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbals too.
I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
I'm pretty sure after that bad breath, we can use a shower. Nah, I thought I heard something.
Damned blight.
The damned blight. I don't know if we can see any of the other areas. No. Basically just kind of walled off to this area. Like, the story for the game is absolutely crazy. But it takes a little bit of time to kind of get into the game itself. Which, I don't mind it at all. I love games that have a decent story.
Thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a mortal's gullet. More tales.
More ale and more tales.
Gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself. The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
you unwell?
You can tell they're all a little drunk.
Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Father, why is it that the Dominus is always born into our family? It doesn't seem fair.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
Louder, my friends! Louder!
I don't suppose I'll be missed.
I will say it would have been better if instead of doing whatever he did, he had just come up and just started singing with them in the most amazing angelic voice possible.
Where you've got to.
Torgal,
So much for you being a fine hound.
how'd you get here, Torgal? Joshua.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
I like all of them. Cakes, ale, vegetables.
I hear you slew a Morble. All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoiled little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughingstock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the Dominant.
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the Dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the Dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. to keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. Right?
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
Supplies from the capital.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys on duty, eh?
What in the...
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
So, something's not right. This is starting to turn to the Red Wedding rather quickly.
Is that...
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Follow me, Your Highness.
Flight of the Fledgling.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry. What was that?
I have to help them. Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness! He's not one of us!
No. I must do my duty.
Sorry. Oh. Now let's get a lot closer to use the other attack. There we go.
I saw them at the feast. They were laughing.
This is Sabra Quargarb. But why would the Empire?
We must find my father.
Who does that? Boy, take him.
Take that, bit.
Damn it, the bastards are everywhere.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
I have the dominant.
Who's next?
I wanted to finish him.
Tyler! Damn it! His wounds are deep.
I can save him.
Your Highness,
Don't worry. You're going to be all right.
I'll hold them off.
It's Clive.
Joshua! Come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
He'll survive. Thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace, Lord Murdoch.
We were just coming to look for you.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I'm in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We cannot stay here. We should make straight for the rear gate.
This is pretty cool.
May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Let's hold them off. Stone Skin Tonic.
Stay down!
Oh, I try to get him before I could do that.
We're too late. Everyone's dead.
Damn it all.
Oh, wrong button. Bastards.
Captain!
Take them.
Let none escape.
As you command. You take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
That was easy. Oh! He didn't stand a chance. Damn! Dropping them like flies.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
Yeah, let's say, where do we go? Ooh, here we go.
May I have this dance?
He's an Imperial Dragoon.
And you are the shield
Oh,
was
shit.
blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it will save you. Rosarian.
I'll be fine now.
Stay still, damn you!
Your time is past!
Let's try.
Get him, Clive!
He's open!
Nice.
Now, Clive! Have at him!
You're going to regret that, boy.
Posture's almost down. Oh, shit, that was close. See, that was the move that kept getting me before. There we go. Now I can use my Phoenix. Yeah, I can't wait to unlock some more stuff so the combos will be a lot faster. Oh shit.
I'll be fine now.
Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Come on. I tried to get him with the magic, but it wasn't working. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as you think it would. And level 8 now.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
He was fun.
They sent in the dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads. Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
What is that?
You're all right. Thank goodness.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run!
No!
Hey.
Traitors! Your Highness!
You must do your duty too.
Phoenix! Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this! He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him.
No, my lord. Fall back.
Climb!
Thank you, girl. You saved my life.
Poor Chocobo.
Get her on her feet and run. Please. Joshua, are you in pain? Not now. Come on! You're his shield. Do your duty. Save him.
My lord?
What in the name of...
Second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Who are you? Leave me! No! Leave me alone!
Definitely different from the beginning. I love it! Fuck you, Icon of Fire! I am the Icon of Fire!
This cannot be! There is only one icon of fire! Is this the imposter? He's destroying everything! They'll bring the castle down, and everyone with it! I have to stop him!
Yeah! We beat him. There can only be one icon of fire. That is me. Ooh. Nice work, Joshua.
No! Stop it! Take your hands off my brother!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
Joshua! Stop it! Stop it! I swore I would protect him! Please! Please! Stop it! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! Please!
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain? Joshua was my world, and now he is gone. I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
I see. Your Grace, over here. The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
take this one. Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.
Final Fantasy 16. And that's basically where the demo ends, believe it or not. That's how long the demo actually is for this game. I can't believe his own mother did that to him. I mean, you could tell she was a bit of a bitch, but basically had her husband killed, and her other son died in the process, and that was just such a mess.
Welcome back. Sorry. What's our situation? Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's.
I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting. After you do, that is.
Won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
So at this point in the story, you play as Clive years later. Definitely, they did a very good job at doing a beginning storyline for Clive, and having only a brief jump in between, like beginning the game as him older now, and then seeing where all the events started from. I mean, I don't know if they'll ever release a DLC that includes Clive's years in between, being where he was then into where he is now, kind of thing. That would be pretty cool to see. I actually don't know if it's later in the game that we might explore a little bit of that. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. But even to play as the younger Clive would be pretty cool as a DLC, which the developers are talking about the idea, because people are liking this game, and I can definitely understand why. The icon battles, as you just saw, between the Phoenix and the second Icon of Fire was absolutely mind-blowingly epic. Like, I've never seen a video game do anything like that, aside from, like, Metal Gear Solid 4, the battle between Metal Gear Rex and Metal Gear Ray. Like, that's basically the closest I can describe these icon fights, is just two big kaiju monster machine just going at it. It's an incredibly amazing feeling. It plays very well. The fights are just beautiful. The regular combat is actually pretty fun to do. Like, you get the different abilities as you go. You can upgrade them a little bit more efficiently than you can in the other games.
How do they expect us to kill?
Which I'll show you. The other ability that I did unlock, which is which one? Scarlet Cyclone. So you can upgrade them with all the experience points that you get. So the more experience points you get, the more you can unlock and learn. See, I can learn Heat Wave. This will be a lot to learn, but that one's pretty cool. Yeah, and then these are all just the basic ones that you get. Some of them you can't really level up, other ones you can.
Something that can do this.
They don't.
But
only the girl.
This is definitely a very beautiful game. I am loving it so far. As I said, I played through a decent amount of the story already, so I'm not going to continue playing on my other file anymore. I'm just going to continue just streaming this and then, just kind of go from there. There are a few things that I can use to kind of speed up the gameplay. Yeah, there are these rings that you can use. Ring of Timely Strikes, Timely Healing, Evasion, and Focus. I mean, these are pretty cool. You don't need them necessarily. I played around with a little bit of them for the first, I don't know, maybe hour of the game before I decided to take them off because I feel like they make the game a little too easy, and it's nice to have the variety to the combat because one of these is the Ring of Timely Strike. It will basically automatically attack for you, but the biggest problem with that is that if you're trying to save your icon powers for when you stagger them, you accidentally might use them. So it's cool how it kind of works like that, where it'll automatically go through all your stuff and use it, but I prefer being able to access it myself and kind of learn as you can go. Ring of Timely Evasion, that one's pretty good. If you can dodge an attack, it'll automatically dodge it for you. And then Focus, like if you're about to get hit, it'll basically slow down time so you can move away from it, kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. And then Healing just basically heals you if you're low enough health. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be using these to kind of catch up to where I am in my original playthrough, or if I'm just going to kind of go with it. Actually, I'm going to show you what they kind of do. Actually, I was going to be starting another episode, and I might just show you guys in my next episode. I want to check. How long have I actually been going for? 2 hours? Alright, that's not bad. I feel like this is a decent spot to stop, and then I'll probably start back up in like a half hour or so. It's a very, very fun game. I'll definitely look forward to playing through like the story of the beginning twice. This is not the first time playing it through, but still, I'm gonna act shocked for you guys and everything. I'm not gonna spoil anything because even the first time, everything that I come across is just amazing, and I don't know. To me, I feel like it's just gonna keep that feeling playing the game again. But yeah, I feel like this is a decent spot to leave off. Before I continue any more forward with the story and showing you guys what lies on ahead, because it definitely gets very, very interesting very quickly. And then from there, it just explodes out of proportion. Like, I'm telling you, the story is crazy. I'm absolutely in love with it. The combat, maybe not necessarily the exploration of everything. I feel like it could have done a little bit better of a job with it, but I mean, it's kind of refreshing to have a game nowadays that's a little bit more limited, because so many games have so much open world nowadays. Like, not everyone wants to spend their time playing a new game, exploring every single corner. They just want to enjoy a good story, a good gameplay, and amazing monster fights, and like crazy bosses and enemies, and like challenges and other kinds of stuff that you can do. So it's definitely a very solid game. It might not be for everyone, but I feel like there are a lot of people out there that would definitely enjoy this title, seeing as you don't have to play any of the Final Fantasies in a row to know which one is or like whatever, because none of the Final Fantasies really connect in a sense. I mean, there are a few story-based ones that like continue, but for the most part, every Final Fantasy story is just a new story, a new adventure, a new Final Fantasy. And that's exactly what this one is. And it's so refreshing to be able to play something like this. Like the way that they change up the combat from the turn-based style system, which was pretty cool and unique back then. It had its flaws, it had its moments where it was actually really good and really intriguing, being able to plan out your attacks, and then it started moving to the more fast-paced turn-based and to where it is now. But I'm gonna stop going on so I can stop my stream, take a break, and come back and play some more. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see some more Final Fantasy 16, which I'm definitely going to be bringing you a lot more of that, probably until I finish the game, or until I get to the point where, I don't know, I need a break. But I doubt I'm going to get to that, because I've just been loving every second of this game. Probably doing a couple other streams in between, but for the most part, probably be sticking to Final Fantasy. But if you guys subscribe, you'll be able to watch my full playthrough of it. But anyways, until the next episode, stay gaming.